Hey everyone, Lisa here, your independent Scentsy consultant, and welcome back to my little corner of the world. It is almost February, you guys, so I wanted to go ahead and make a February melting basket and share it with you of the things that I'm in the mood for to melt for the next month, for the month of love, for the month of pink, for the month of February. So February is a very exciting month in Scentsy land. It is where we kind of go into transition month and we leave the fall winter catalog and we go into the spring and summer catalog. It is a transition month, so we know what's coming back, we know what is leaving, and we get our 10 new fragrances. There is sales. It's a fun month really, and the anticipation builds for the new catalog changeover. For the month of February, I wanted to kind of have a theme. I wanted to focus on a few things for my melting basket. For this last month, I've really been focusing on vendors and older wax that I've had. So I haven't really had a theme this month or even a challenge. I didn't do the January melting challenge. And so I was kind of just grabbing older things this whole month. And you'll see that in my next, what I've been warming. But I wanted to have fun for the month of February. And I really wanted to do a themed basket. I really love doing these and kind of got away from them when fall started. So what am I focusing on for my basket? I wanted to do a lot of pink wax. I wanted to do a lot of wax that had to do with Valentine's Day, that was berries, that was relaxing, that was feminine, maybe a little bit floral, and that was also super cozy and rich. So you're gonna see some bakeries in here that are really rich and cozy. You're gonna see a lot of pink wax, you're gonna see a lot of berries, and you're gonna see a lot of great things for the Valentine's Day holiday and just for, cold weather, but you are kind of looking forward to melting other things than spice and pine and things like that. So let's go ahead and dive right on into my February melting basket. So I kind of separated everything into different categories to go over. Let's start with the month of love. I have some Valentine's Day themed scents that I really want to melt this month. So we're just going to start with the first ones. Obviously, I need to melt some Perfectly Cute. This one's in my club. This was in the Valentine's Day collection last year. And this has notes of apricot blossom, pear, golden, I think it's golden pear, whipped vanilla, and apricot blossom. And I like this one a lot better than this year's apricot scent, which is apricot clouds. That one's really pretty, but this one has that. It's a lot stronger. It's a lot like fruitier. I really like the pear note in here. It's so good. It's a beautiful performer. It's perfect for the month of February. Perfect for Valentine's Day. I really love this in my bedroom. It's a great bedroom scent. So I'm excited to melt some Perfectly Cute. My bars are starting to stack up in my collection from my club. Along with that, I also have I Pick You. This was also in last year's Valentine's Day collection. This is their like floral scent that they did. It's very rose. It's very floral, a little bit of rose. There's some vanilla to it. I like this fragrance. I just never got around to melting it last year, surprisingly. I felt like there was so much coming out at that time last year that it just got away from me. So I want to enjoy I Pick You and give this a try. From the Breast Cancer Awareness Collection, I never got around to melting I Pink I Can. And this one, I'm forgetting the notes on it. I think this is the one that has coconut milk in it. It's a little bit tropical. It's fruity. It's creamy from that coconut milk, but I think it's a really pretty pink body care, not body care, but pink tropical fruit scent with that nice coconut milk. There has to be mango in here as well. There has to be some sort of tropical fruit. It's really pretty. I like it, and I think it'll be really nice in my bedroom, so I wanted to melt that. And if you guys can hear like a helicopter sound in the back, I think that Camp Pendleton is doing like tests and stuff. I don't know. There's helicopter. I hear a helicopter just zooming around for the last like hour, and I can't wait to do the video any longer. So if you hear the noise in the background, I'm so sorry. But continuing on, I got this, I believe, in a flash sale, and I don't know the notes on it. It's Sweet But Fierce, and from the, what is this? The Glamorous You collection. And it smells like a deep, fruity, mysterious, musky scent that I think would be nice for the bedroom. If I don't like it in the bedroom, I may just put it in my bathrooms and melt it till it's down, but I didn't want to keep it any longer in my stash and thought this was perfect for the Valentine's Day. And then going into more bedroomy, calming, relaxing scents, I love these types of fragrances. You'll see that a lot of these scents I really love, and they're in like my top maybe my top 50, if not my top 25. I really love these types of fragrances in my bedroom and during this time of year. And in my top 10 is Love and Happiness. I would do anything to get this in my club. This has chestnuts, this has musk, this has to have some sort of vanilla. I also really need to melt it because the clamshell is actually cracked and it's getting really sweaty. I got this in a D stash and I don't think it was kept very well. I mean, this is from, what's the copyright on this sticker? From 2022, so it's going on 3 years old, but it just wasn't kept very well. I love this scent though. It's absolutely beautiful. I would put this in my club if I could. This is a top scent for me. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's so cozy. It's a beautiful performer, and I really want to melt that this month in my bedroom. I also want to melt some Starburst Sky. This was, I believe, in the, was this the Easter collection of 2023, or was this the Valentine's Day collection? I think this was the Valentine's Day collection, and it made it to the catalog. I think it's going to make its way back. It's pink and feminine and perfumey. Some people get like a cigarette note to it. I don't get a cigarette note, but I see where they can get that. But this one's really pretty. I really like it, and I am excited to melt some of this month in my bedroom. Currently available is Pinkberry Sandalwood, and I really want to melt some of this month. I love melting this in my bedroom. It's especially when you don't want a scent that's really strong. You just want to kind of make like an atmospheric, my room smells clean and nice and feminine and mature. It's so beautiful. The sandalwood, you get that pink berry. There's definitely vanilla in here. I just love it. This is available right now, and if you have not tried Pinkberry Sandalwood, February is the perfect month to try it because it'll be 10% off. And I'm almost positive we're going to see that one back in the spring summer catalog. Another one of my favorites is Pink Sugarberry Mint. And I would also put this in my club the second if I could. And I've gotten a few of these from flash sales and from D stashes. I love this scent. It's so, so beautiful. And when you read that name, I was like, ooh, I don't think I'm going to like berry mixed with mint. It works. It totally works. It's girly. It's clean from that mint. It's so good. It's a beautiful performer, and it really levels itself out and blends beautifully when it's in the warmers. I love Pink Sugarberry Mint, and this is the perfect time of the year to melt it. Have to melt some of the North Calls from the Frozen 2 collection. I have so many of these bars. I think I have like 8 or 9 of them, and I just love it. There's Lily of the Valley in here. There's, what is it, like raspberry. There's a lot of fruit, Lily of the Valley, this sort of like fresh air note to it. It's absolutely beautiful. I think there's mandarin in here too. It's so, so beautiful and perfect for this time of year when the weather is cooler but you want to kind of still, the weather is cooler, but you don't want a mint scent, but you still want something that's cooling in your bedroom or in a smaller space. This is a boomer performer in my home, but a lot of other people say that they don't get amazing performance in this. I could melt this in my open concept, but I don't think a lot of other people could. I love this fragrance though. It's just fun, it's girly, it's feminine, it's slightly cooling, perfect for this time of year. And so I definitely want to get through a bar of this in February. Have to melt. This is like the perfect time of the year to melt this scent. And I have to melt some. It's been too long. I've been waiting too long. I need to melt some Pink Coconut. This is my favorite scent of all time from Scentsy. Nothing has topped it. It has pink clay, raspberry, coconut cream, and Tahitian vanilla. It's absolutely perfect in my eyes. Nothing tops Pink Coconut. I absolutely love it. So I definitely need to get through a bar of it in February. I'm so excited. I love this bar so much. And then also I really want to melt some more Plum and White Woods. This scent is also in my club. And it's just so pretty. It's so pretty. To me, this smells like, if anyone's my age, if you guys remember that Taylor Swift perfume that was really, really big in like 2011, 2012, that like dark blue purple bottle, to me, this reminds me a lot of that perfume. But I know some people get different notes from this, but it's a beautiful plum vanilla scent. Kind of smells like body lotion. It's absolutely beautiful. And for me, this goes for days when I melt it, and like 2 to 3 days at a solid medium, which is unheard of in my home. Absolutely love this bar, and I am excited to melt some more of it in February. So what else do I got going on? I definitely want to melt some berry scents, some more like strawberry leaning scents. So I pulled out the last of my Strawberry Bliss bar. This was the Easter collection last year. And I believe this has like champagne in it, or Prosecco, and strawberry. It's not my favorite. And when it performed, that like champagne-y Prosecco note to it was really overpowering. There was like a sharp note to this that wasn't my favorite. So I just kind of want to get rid of the bar and see if maybe it's changed over time and it's settled and it's a lot better, or if it's the same. I am curious. And then I also want to melt my last bar of Strawberry Swirl. I got this in a D-stash, and it just smells like a strawberry milkshake. It's absolutely delicious, and you don't see this bar very often, but I think the bar is starting to turn and starting to get a little bit more sour milky. So I want to melt it now before it turns like full strawberry yogurt on me. It's starting to get a little bit sweaty. The bar is starting to discolor like the clamshell. So I just can't keep it any longer. I need to just melt it. It's the last that I have of this. If I ever see this in a flash, I would definitely grab more, but excited to melt my last 6 cubes of that. And then what else do we got going on? I definitely have some oddities that didn't really have a category that I really want to melt. So this is like my niche craving scents that when it's really cold outside, or when I really want to be that like have a strong scent that's thick in the air, this is what I want to melt. So I definitely want to melt some falling leaves this month. This has like cinnamon, ginger, clove, and patchouli. And that patchouli in here is what's so surprising that I like it. This was in Bring Back My Bar last January, and I did not think I was gonna like this scent, but when I melted it, it's so warm and cozy and spicy, but not red hot spicy. The patchouli gives it depth and woodsiness. It's so good, but it needs to be really cold for me to want to melt it. And we're finally getting into that really cold weather here, as cold as Southern California can get. But it has been quite cold. So coming up, this is going to be the perfect time to melt my falling leaves. And I also want to melt the last of my Midnight Masquerade bar. This was from the Mardi Gras collection last January as well. This has like sugared bayonets, musk, and I believe like violet. Like some sort of floral in here that's unexpected, and I believe it's violet, like sugared violet. And it's pretty. It's a very atmospheric, mysterious bar, but you get that beautiful like sugary sweetness from the bayonet, from the, what are the bayonets? Oh, don't kill me, I know. But it's really pretty, and I think it's gonna be nice on a really cold night, putting this in maybe my bedroom. I think it'd be really nice. And then I got a couple of Be My Honeys, and I believe a clearance update last year. This one is so pretty. I believe it has pineapple in it, jasmine, and honey. To me, this smells exactly like Honey I Washed the Kids soap from Lush. Like as close as you're gonna get. This is so beautiful. It's the jasmine and the honey make it this like soapy, lotiony quality. I really like it. It's super rich and beautiful. That honey is so authentic. I really want to melt this. I have 2 bars of it, and I've been waiting for it kind of this time of year to pull one out and see how I like it. And then on the days that I just want something clean and cuddly and cozy, I have these 2 bars that I really want to melt. Fluffy Fleece, this one's in my club. This was in the fall and winter catalog last year, and then they took it out, but it is still available in laundry right now. And I just love this scent. It makes me think of like my fresh, clean clothes. This is my favorite of the washer whiffs. So I know that when I've just cleaned the home and I want it to smell clean, but also super cuddly, cozy, I can definitely melt some Fluffy Fleece. So excited for that. I really like Fluffy Fleece. It's one of my favorite clean scents that Scentsy's made. And then I also want to pull out some Hoth Winter. I have 2 bars of this, and this was in my club, but I did pull it. It's a super clean, slightly minty scent. It's very similar to Olaf Warm Hugs, but I think this one's a little bit cooler toned than Olaf. I think Olaf's maybe a little bit more warm toned. But this one's super pretty, and I'm very excited to melt this. I think this is the perfect time of year to do it. And then bridging into some softer bakery scents before we get into the really deep, rich ones. This is kind of my bridging on soft bakery, a little bit like fruit bakery leaning, to dive us back in. You know, maybe when the weather's not super cold, this is going to be the bakery that I go towards and want to melt. And on the really cold days, I have my other stack of bakery scents. So I have my last bar of All I Need, All You Need Is Love. And this is like a cherry, like a Bing cherry baked scent. And on cold, it's weird. It's very like fake and artificial and like vague. And it just doesn't smell like much, but when it warms, it's really pretty. It's kind of also just a general bakery scent, but it is really nice. I got a couple of these in a flash sale, and this is my last bar of it. So I thought that would be perfect for February to melt. I have my Cotton Candy Tails. This was the one of the scent of the month last year, and I just love it. It's like caramelized sugar and raspberries, and it is so good. It's definitely a very unique scent, and I don't think a ton of people loved it. I loved it, and I wanted to club it. It smells like cotton candy mixed with caramel, and I just love it. I mean, what a more perfect scent to melt in February when you still want that rich, cozy bakery scent, but you want to throw in a dash of berry and cotton candy and confectionery. That's perfect for Valentine's Day. I have Happy Birthday. I only have a few cubes left, which is why I threw this in to either mix with or just to melt, because who needs a better reason to melt confetti like marble cake than it being a little bit cooler outside. So that's perfect for me. And then I also have Cotton Candy Cookie. This is my only bar I have of it. I believe I got it in a D stash. And I thought this would be a really great month to melt it for that, you know, confectionery, bakery leaning kind of theme that I've got going on. And I think I'm really gonna like it when it's warming, but right now it almost smells like hay to me, like alfalfa hay. My parents own a chinchilla, and I always had chinchillas growing up. And I get a little bit of that like alfalfa hay note when I smell this, and it brings me back to me feeding those chinchillas a lot. But I also get cotton candy and like vanilla cookie. So we'll see how this goes when I warm it, but I am excited to melt that one. And then last but not least, for the kind of fruit bakery hybrid category, I have mango shortcake. This one's in my club. This was part of that Go-Go Mango Scenspirations collection that they did. What was it? Like spring of 2023? I love this scent. It is mango shortcake goodness. It has a teeny bit of like a hibiscus note, but it is mainly just mango and shortcake. And I've said before that I think Scentsy has nailed their cake oil, and they have a beautiful cake oil. When they use it, it's gorgeous. I love it. And it's in here. It's also in strawberry lemon cake, and I believe it's also to me in Happy Birthday. It is so good. I love this scent. I could melt this all the time. I will breeze through some of these bars in the springtime. I'll melt like one every 2 weeks because I love this scent so much from like February to June. I just love it. My cat is just staring me down right now. And last but not least, we have heavy, heavy bakery on those super cold February days. February is probably our coldest month here down in SoCal, so I will definitely be leaning more into the super heavy bakeries that maybe all of you are enjoying when it's snowing right now. So I have caramel sugar cone that I want to use up. This is the last of my bar from when I was in Bring My Bar last January. It has this like body care note to me, which is weird. It maybe, for so long, I thought that there was pear in here because it smells like there's a pear oil and there's not. But to me, it does. It smells super similar to another scent that was in that same Bring Back My Bar, which I believe was called Whipped Vanilla Pear. It smells like that in here a lot to me. Or it also smells a lot like Justin Loyal from the Hogwarts collection. So this one is like a chameleon to me. I feel like every time I smell it, I get something different. But I think this is going to be a really nice bakery for February, so I wanted to melt that. I pulled in Everything Nice. This one's in my club. This was also in that January Bring Back My Bar. And this is a very controversial scent. Some people get the worst like pumpkin-y squash note ever, and some get what I get, which is roasted pecans and delicious pumpkin pie filling. And that's what I get, and I think it's beautiful, and this is the perfect time of year for some Everything Nice. I need to melt this, and it's gonna make me sad when it's all gone, but I only have 2 bars of it, and I need to just enjoy it while I have it and not let it go bad. So I'm gonna melt one of my Hug-in-a Mugs. I love this scent. It is the most delicious chocolate scent. It's absolutely beautiful. This is by far the best chocolate scent I've smelled from Scentsy, and one of the best chocolate scents I've ever smelled. It smells like the best hot chocolate, and you're also dunking a chocolate chip cookie into your hot chocolate. That's what this smells like to me. It's beautiful, and I get pretty good performance from it. I get like a medium throw, and it's just so beautiful. If I ever see this in a flash sale or a clearance update, I will stock up. I love Hug-in-a Mug, and I'm excited to melt some of that. On the really cold nights, I have caramel praline cake. This is a super rich, gooey bakery scent, similar to king cake. It's very similar to king cake, and it's really, really good. This was in the Scents of the Season collection in 2023, And I think I have one more bar of this hiding around somewhere, but for those super cold nights, this is going to be the perfect scent to melt. And on other super cold nights, I have Marshmallow Mint Cocoa. I stocked up on this when this was part of a flash sale. I think it was November of 2023. And this is a little bit more peppermint leaning mint hot chocolate scent than a chocolate leaning one. And I like that. I like having that balance, being able to switch back and forth. But this one's definitely more mint leaning. And it's really pretty. It's a good performer. It also goes for quite a while. I would say in my open concept, this will go for 36 hours, which is a lot in my open concept. So I really like mint hot cocoa, and this is the perfect time of the year to melt it. And then last but not least, it is not February without me melting a ton of this scent, Almond Croissant. I already melted it the other day. You'll see that at my next one I've been warming. I couldn't wait anymore, and it was a super rainy, cold, dreary Sunday. I woke up so happy because we don't get rain here very often, and we really, really need it right now. And I was like, oh, this is the day. This is the day I am melting Almond Croissant. And yes, I didn't love this scent when I first smelt it, but it has grown on me so much over the last year, and I love it now. It is so beautiful. It's so rich and comforting and intense. You get that almond extract. And no, it's not even almond extract. It's definitely like marzipan mixed with that flaky dough and the cinnamon sugar. It's absolutely beautiful. I love this one. That is my February melting basket. It is filled with a lot of goodies. I really love melting wax in the month of February because I feel like you get the best of both worlds, where you can melt super gooey, comforting, cozy bakery scent, but you can also melt perfumey and feminine and sexy and berry and fruit and vanillas. And I love those two things. I really love those two scent categories. So February is kind of a great month for me, and I just want to melt everything all the time. So let me know down below what are some things you're excited to melt in February. I will be melting a lot of these, and of course the 10 new releases that we will be able to get on February 1st, and also any other collections that we'll be launching in the month of February. So I hope that you guys enjoyed. Let me know down below what you are excited to melt for the month of February, and I will see you all in the next one. Toodles!